Hey, this is Shane with 365 Radio Network, and I'm on the phone today with Jordan from Villains. What's up, man?
Not too much, man. How you doing today?
Oh, doing pretty good. So, you guys came my way via your other band, Even the Dead Love a Parade, because you're also the lead singer in that band as well, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very cool, very cool. So, you and I connected, I guess, when I started really promoting Even the Dead Love a Parade, and then we kind of talked back and forth and connected, and I featured you guys on my show last Friday, on the 27th, and I played Blood Drunkard and Cruelty. So, talk to me about what your influences are as a musician.
As a musician, I mean, it's really like as a singer and a singer and lyricist, pretty much all the horrible and awful things that this world has to offer. I feel as though really digging in and writing about those terrible things really kind of makes you appreciate the better things as well. It kind of exercises all the horrible, awful things you see every day. I mean, everything from just, serial killers and shootings and just all the pretty much horrendous things that we see on a daily basis on the news, playing nonstop. Basically focusing on all those things really helps me enjoy life a little bit better. And I think it makes for, compelling lyrics and storytelling as well.
All right. I was going to say, the first time I heard Cruelty, I mean, I got the sense of, well, we're going to address what's going on, and out in society today. And I really dig the song, and it's just spot on. It's just the lyrics and just the vocals. And of course,
I really appreciate it. That's one of my personal favorites as well.
Awesome. It's just everything about the song is really tight. It's really good. And
the lead Todd did on the lead on that song, I really love too. Todd did an excellent job on that. That gets stuck in my head nonstop, even to this day. I mean, after hearing the song 50 billion times, it still gets stuck in my head. So.
All right, exactly. It's got a, like I say, it's got a nice riff, a nice rhythm to it, and it's one of those songs where it doesn't make you angry, but it makes you think. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. I truly enjoy writing, and I really like challenging myself, and I think a lot of vocalists and lyricists today, they have a very it's a very tired way of writing, a very just me, oh, this pain deep inside my heart, I'm so angry, I just find that it's just so mundane, and it just, I don't know, I find it's boring to me after a while. I mean, because it's been done so many times. I like I like painting with words. I like creating pictures through an imagery through what I'm saying.
Right.
And it's a little more challenging, but also it makes it a little more open to each person's own interpretation as well.
Right. Well, I was going to say that when I first listened to it, I didn't get the sense of this song's about, or this band, or this song is about me. What I heard was, like I said, we're going to address the issues that are facing us now. And here is our thought on it, and whatever you take away from it, that's what your business is. So
absolutely,
and the songs are very compelling. And you listen to them and you go, "Man, life just doesn't seem so bad, does it?"
Mm-hmm. After seeing all the most awful things life has to offer, you really it puts things into perspective.
Right. It really does. So when you guys write a song, does Todd come to you with a riff, or do you come up with an idea and you just kind of collaborate on that?
Yeah, essentially what happens really is we all have home studios, which we're all lucky enough to be able to really just get to work whenever we feel inspired. Like at the drop of a hat, if we have a song idea, each one of us can go to our respective studios and lay down that idea. That way it's not lost.
Right.
And I think that's always a terrible problem, is having like this amazing idea, and then 5 minutes later, you have to wait, a week to get to whatever studio to record it or lay it down. We have the luxury of actually just walking to the next room and recording that idea right away.
Right.
Make sure we don't lose it. But as far as the songwriting goes, Todd and Scott, will generally they get together quite a bunch, and or they'll be by themselves and they'll write a riff, and then immediately they'll go to one another and be like, all right, do you have anything to add on? Or, they instantly their communication's outstanding when it comes to writing together. Like the moment one person gets a riff, the other one's already working on something to follow up with it, and vice versa.
Right.
And they'll send me a rough, kind of demo of it and say, what do you think? And I'll give a few pointers, or I'll just send them back vocals within a couple days.
Right.
Is normally how it happens. It's always really exciting. We always get really, really pumped up, and really we really feed off each other's excitement in this band. That's what's really cool. We just legitimately love doing it.
Right. Well, and you can tell that when you listen to Cruelty, and then the other song, Blood Drunkard. You really get a sense of the chemistry that you guys do have, and it's really, really solid. And that always makes for a good song. Right.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that last part. What'd you say?
I said that when you have a really good chemistry, it makes for a really, really good song.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's all about what's great about it's also natural. It really, there's nothing about the songs that we've written, and I mean, there's still a bunch that people haven't heard yet as well, but pretty much all the songs we have, the recording of each one has just felt very, very natural, and it's been extremely quick.
Right.
Like, Blood Drunkard was the first song we wrote together. Okay.
Right.
Todd sent me, they sent me that. Todd sent me the initial idea, and I wrote vocals to it in I believe a day and a half, is how long it took me to get back, all the vocals done. And then we all went, yep, this is definitely going to work. This is going to be awesome. And then we just went back and redid it, and made a nice studio version of it. And it was just, everything just happened so quick and natural.
Right.
There hasn't been a single thing that's felt forced with us.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's nothing that, even as a listener, it's just natural. There's nothing forced about it. I mean, even the vocals, as much as you scream sometimes, it just seems natural.
Yeah, I love combining both. I also like to enunciate when I scream. I like, as far as the storytelling goes, I really like to make sure people understand, and I really try and get across what I'm saying without being too, undecipherable, like a lot of the heavier bands tend to.
Right. Right. Well, and that's a good thing, because when you have a message like you do in the song Blood Drunkard and Cruelty, you want it to be heard,
Absolutely.
So is there anything else in the works besides just the two songs that you guys have currently?
Okay, the EP will be, we're releasing the EP, and it's, I believe, let's see here. It's 5 songs, and it's coming out July 1st. Okay. We're extremely excited about it. It's some of the proudest work I've ever done, and I know I can speak for the other guys as well. We adore the songs. We enjoy listening to them, as fans. I mean, like I said, we love writing and playing music we want to play, and that's really it. And the fact that other people like it, that's wonderful, and I'm truly thankful for that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we do it because we love writing. We just love writing and playing music together, and it all just came out of nowhere too. Essentially, Even the Dead was kind of on a break. We didn't know what we were doing at the time, and it was just kind of stalled out for a bit. And me and Todd had actually met at a show in Columbia, South Carolina, and we wound up talking wrestling together and kind of nerding out about that. And we just kind of kept in contact, and he'd be send me a message every now and then, and you should definitely sing over some songs, that we have written and all that. And we kind of kicked around the idea, but nothing ever serious really came of it. And then Even the Dead kind of went on the break for a bit, and we didn't know what the future was going to hold for us at that current time. Mm-hmm. And I picked up the phone and called Todd and said, hey, let's do something. Send me what you have right now. And then, as per usual, within a day or so, he sent me a track, and we just instantly went right into it.
Wow.
Scott, Todd, and Vance, the drummer, they've all been playing together and have known each other for years upon years. So they already had this wonderful chemistry and rapport with each other.
Right.
So everybody coming into the fold was just very incredibly smooth, and like it was awesome. It really was. It was a really, really awesome experience as far as, you know, being in a band together and setting everything up. There wasn't the usual headache of, you know, finding someone, trying to find someone, being held back because you can't find a good drummer, you know,
Right.
or being held back because someone's unreliable. We have experienced none of that. There's an awesome unity and focus to
Right.
this, and it's really quite wonderful, man.
Awesome. So, do you have any plans to get out and tour with the new EP?
With Villains, we don't know at this point. We are kind of shopping it around. We would like. I really don't know at this point, man. We obviously, the ideal would be, yes, we would love to. We would absolutely adore to do that. Because we can't wait till. We can't wait for folks to see us live. I mean, we really can't. We really pride ourselves on what we've been able to do as a group live, and just jamming together has been just awesome. It really, really has. As far as any tours right now, nothing planned, but I'm sure we're going to have a couple of shows coming up within the year to, you know, kind of promote the EP a little bit. But we're just kind of playing it loose and just kind of seeing where everything takes us. It's really done well for us thus far, and we're just, you know, if it feels right, we've pretty much just been kind of going with it. And but yeah, we're really trying to get the feelers out there, and we're gonna really start pounding the pavement and sending this stuff out to a bunch of people and seeing the response we get back.
Right. Well, I know that when I played it on my show last week, I've gotten some pretty good response from it. You know, from both songs, and people are really starting to dig it, and you know, and I really push it hard because, you know, it's something different, you know, than like we said before, these songs about me, and people need to hear this. People need to know that, you know, the younger generation of metalheads is coming out, and we're not just focused on, you know, just me.
Yeah, it's not just, oh, I'm still hurt deep inside. Oh, I'm gonna go write some really bad poetry and go, you know, go cry for a bit. It's just, it's so tiresome. It really is. It's exhausting to me, and I think a lot of people are becoming exhausted of it as well.
Right.
Something with a little more artistic integrity, something a little more challenging, and I don't know. There are a lot of bands that are coming out that are that really aren't in that mindset, that more emo driven whining, you know, just kind of, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's there's a lot of it out there, but there's also been a lot of great stuff coming out lately, and it's bringing some hope for me. I just, yeah.
Well, you know, and that's good, because I was going to say that sometimes, you know, we hear stuff, and it's kind of one of those tear in my beer type songs, or, you know, or albums or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and I'd rather hear something like this where we're addressing some issues, and we're going to talk about it, you know, through song, and that's what happens. You're basically telling a story, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I love telling stories through my lyrics, and yeah, addressing pretty much all the social terrors we face on a daily basis here.
Right, exactly. All right, so where can my listeners find your music?
Okay, we are on Reverb Nation at reverbnation.com/villainsSC, and we are also on Facebook, which facebook.com/villainsSC. Still working on getting a couple other things up as well. We got to get a couple other sites up as well. We're still in the infant, you know, stage of this, so
right.
we are definitely getting around to getting all the bases covered, I can assure you.
Yeah, awesome. Very cool. Well, man, I'm going to wrap up this interview, but I would like to come back once the EP is out and talk about, you know, the entire EP, and then maybe talk to each member of the band and go from there.
Yeah, wonderful.
Okay, great. Well, man, I greatly appreciate this opportunity, and we look forward to the EP on the 1st. And as you know, we'll promote it and we'll get it out there for you guys. So.
We really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. It's really, really flattering. We do truly appreciate the support. We can't thank you enough.
Well, you're quite welcome. So just when it's out, let me know, and then, like I said, we'll make a big fuss about it. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
All right. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.